Hi, it's Warren Dent from Zen Pro Audio. Welcome to Zen-TV Weekly. It is the week of February the 7th. This week I am very excited to be talking about a new product for 500 series that's being launched by Safe Sound Audio out of the UK, which is a line that I exclusively distribute here in North America and now in South America. It's called the Stereo Toolbox for 500 series. And I'll tell you what, there's some very unique stuff about this box. First of all, for the first time ever, Safe Sound is bringing MS stereo compression to the 500 series. It is so cool, the different scenarios that you can run this box through. And the fact that it'll also do traditional left and right linked stereo processing, or you can also treat both channels separately for dual mono. First of all of the pots are a 41-click detent style, so it's perfectly repeatable. So as far as tracking and wanting to get something right another time, or for your final mixes, or even for mastering, and yes, I think it sounds wonderful in a mastering type of scenario, you've always got repeatability there. On your attack, you've got a fast and a slow setting. Fast is about 1 millisecond, slow is about 10 milliseconds. So you've got a real grabby style of compressor there if you want, or a very smooth one that gives a great averaging. I cannot express to you how those modes linked with auto release, which there are two different kinds of auto releases that play off of those attacks and the material, how slick and smart they are. This is such an easy compressor to start literally at 1:1, which is no compression, and work your way all the way up to 30:1 if you like. So it literally has the gentlest of ratios to a higher ratio than what most compressors will even provide for you. But the way that it levels stuff and just achieves loudness is very smart. It's not a tweaky box, which is cool because it's got a lot of features that we get to jump into and twist and hear it rather than having to sort of program the thing. On the MS mode, one thing that I want you to think about with that is the fact that you can process the center channel completely separately from the sides. So think about a mix, like a rock or a dance mix, where you've got kick, snare, bass guitar just pounding right down the center. Imagine being able to take that and maybe go 10:1 and just slam it and keep it tight. And then to allow the sides, though, to breathe with all those vocals and reverbs and synths and guitars that are not getting slammed by the rest of it. It is an absolute unique effect. And then being able to take the width, which I kind of got addicted to about the 2 o'clock setting on just about anything I was running it through. Being able to take the width of an entire mix or any stereo bus and just bring it out wide and just start bringing imaging outside of the speakers practically. It's a very, very cool effect. The left and right modes you can process separately or linked as well. So it'll do standard stuff. MS, of course, is what makes it new to the 500 series, but I cannot stress to you how easy it is for you to bring this to your mixes or to your submixes as well. On the unit is also, you've got a very interesting sidechain, and I know all compressors these days have a low frequency or a high pass filter where you're able to take low end out of the sidechain, not the audio that you hear. This will allow you to EQ only the sidechain in mono. Okay, so you're either treating left and right the same or linked, good to go there. However, if you switch over to the sides mode of that high pass filter, you're actually high pass EQing your entire mix or whatever it is that you're running through there. So maybe you've got a drum bus going and you've got some kind of woolly sounding stuff going on out on the sides maybe, and you just want to start trimming up that bottom end. Maybe the mix has turned out to be a little bit heavy sounding and you just want to start to trim it up. It's got a very clean filter that will allow you to actually EQ the audio now. So that's just some really, really cool stuff there as well. Another thing that is neat, picture using a kick inside and outside microphone, okay? And being able to run both of them through either in linked mode with your width set to 0, centered, so that you're treating things just as, dual, sort of a dual mono with a linked compressor. Or, if you want, you could actually use this unit to blend those two. Just turn it all the way to the left over to mono, and now you're committing to that sound. You've got your in and your outside kick, or snare, top and bottom. You've got them together, you've blended them together, and you're outputting in mono and committing to that track. So even for the tracking process, in stereo or using it in mono, very, very useful. I liked it on voice. I was able to get a lot of great use out of it on voice, bass guitar. So it reaches into the range of stereo only compression or dual mono, but then it sort of straddles the two by enabling you to blend them both down to mono, really, which is kind of using it as a mixer. So very neat stuff there as well. This compressor also has steel core Cinemag transformers on the output, and there's a little toggle switch on the back of the unit that you can switch between clean and drive. I tended to like it sitting on the drive unit, a little bit of that soft saturation that is so wonderful. And the reason that I like output transformers on a compressor for the most part is, A, they bring size, and these do. Even if you're not compressing, these transformers will grow the size of your mix. But the ability to kind of soft saturate, this is what compressors do. Compressors kind of round transients, and they bring a more narrowed range. So does a good transformer, and you can push this one if you want. So transformers lend themselves very nicely to compressors anyhow. So being able to set that up, I thought, was very cool. The metering on board on the unit, excellent, very well thought out, easy to dial in type of stuff. As you can tell, I'm very excited about it. I could kind of go on and on about it. We are placing our orders now. The site will have the product listed here in the next day or so, and we'll be taking pre-orders on there. But the units are going to be shipping very fast. We didn't wait until or announce it 6 months before that it was coming. We're announcing it now. Final production is wrapping up right now, and I'm placing my order. So that is what's hot at Zen Pro this week. It's breaking new ground, and it is offering you just wild control. It's so easy to dial in. As always, thank you, and you can click on Contact Us on the site, and I'll personally get you taken care of. And keep in mind, we work very hard around here to bring you gear now and Zen. Thanks.